Dean Takahashi from VentureBeat. This is a close-up look at Honeycomb from Google, the 3.0 version of Android.
Okay, so this is the home screen, as was demoed. You have 5 screens to play with. You know, just as usual with Android devices, you can add things to your home screen. You can long press, for example, or you can just add that, press that plus button. Let's drag this over here, drop that in there. You'll notice also that widgets are now interactive, more interactive, so you can flick through, scroll through, things like that.
It's pretty graphically rich and fast as well.
Absolutely. So I mean, there's full hardware acceleration. The 3D has been kind of bumped up a notch in this version of Android, and this is available to applications as well as kind of system applications. This kind of hardware acceleration.
And this is the Motorola Zoom?
This is the Motorola Zoom tablet. That's right.
Okay.
So a couple of other things. I mean, there's a quick. Actually, I don't think there's anything in there right now, but I can jump into an app. That was there from before. Sorry. So that was there from before. But let's say I go back home, I can press this button and see which apps are running. Well, actually not really running. These are most recent apps. These aren't necessarily just running right now.
Okay.
At the same time, I have something on the other side of the screen, which is kind of the notifications area. Right now, there aren't any notifications, but it is also the area where you get to kind of quick settings. So I can jump out. So you have kind of navigational things on the left and kind of settings and things like that on the right. I'll give you a quick preview of the Gmail app, which is one of the kind of the apps that shows off some of the new patterns. These are called fragments. They're kind of like panes on a website almost. And in this app, there's actually 3. There's only 2 visible at a time. If you jump into one of these conversations, you'll notice that things slide over and the 3rd fragment pops in. So that's kind of this fragments pattern where you have different parts of the screen that go to different navigational features. At the same time, you have this thing at the top, which is this action bar, and you'll see this across all applications from Google. And a lot of applications, third-party applications, will be able to use this as well. So this is kind of what the menu used to be on previous Android devices, previous Android versions. You have this kind of set of common actions in the top right, and menu for overflow or kind of secondary actions. So I'll lastly just quickly show you YouTube. This is watching a video. You can jump into full screen if you want. If you go back to the YouTube home screen, you notice again this is 3D. So again, a lot of apps have been beefed up in terms of their 3D abilities. And so you'll see that common action bar. There aren't really fragments here, but this is kind of that 3D pattern.
Does this use that render script
That's right.
engine?
This uses render script. So does something like Google Books, Google eBooks. You'll see that same kind of carousel, 3D carousel pattern. And again, a lot of this is using render script. Even the page turn, when you turn this page, that's all using render script for the 3D effect.
Very cool.
Yep.
Great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.